I go by the name of D-Boy Dio.
Me, myself, Mansell Bello.
And it is Come Chop Fridays. We got Fireboy in the building with us. What's good, bro?
One time, I'm good. I feel blessed. Thank you so much.
Trust
yes,
me, you've been doing a lot in the industry at the moment. Like, you released an amazing body of work, Apollo. I think we should it's only right we start from the top. Talk to us about this album, man.
Apollo, my sophomore album. It's more like a statement for me. You know, it's making a statement and saying, you know what, guys, this guy is not just a flash in the pan. This guy is not just a random musician who just blows up and fades away. This guy is all about longevity. It's all about his legacy. It's a more expressive, more daring, more experimental, more honest side to myself. You know, and just a way of me just telling my fans that, okay, the first album was about my sound, but this one is just about me. This was more personal. And, you know, so it's basically, Apollo is from the mythical god of the sun, poetry, music, you know, so it just kind of describes, it just kind of sums it up, you know, and I've always been obsessed with, Greek mythology as a kid. So everything just makes perfect sense. And the irony of the whole thing is that as much as the album is named after a god, it actually talks about our flaws as human beings. Yeah. You know, it talks about, for example, when I was in airplane mode, I was talking about fame and how it messes you up, and how it can mess you up if you let it, and how much, sometimes we just want to be alone and just protect our mental health and, stuff like that, and all the other songs like Go Away, talking about, falling for people, Dreamer, Unrequited Love, Heartbreak, stuff like that, Lifestyle, Afar, talking about, keeping people away from you, making sure that the haters stay that way and they don't mess up your energy. Stuff like that, I just hope people really get into it and understand the messages behind all the songs in the album.
What I wanted to know is, for you personally, from looking at you, I feel like you're an artist that you stay in your own lane. You're not really bothered by, trending or being a person that's cool or, doing the cool things. You just do you. And I feel like that's a testament to your character, because a lot of people nowadays, especially as an artist looking at other artists, you think, maybe I need to be wearing this, I need to be doing this. Like, even now I'm looking at you, your nails are painted. That's something I can't do.
Yeah. Even now you're speaking to us, you're wearing singlets.
Exactly. Singlet and these nails. You just do you.
I think I studied the greats, and to be honest, that's all they did. They were just being themselves, and they were always working. Despite the successes and the milestones, they were still working. Wizkid, Davido, Olamide. I've learned so much from these people, and they inspire me. To do great, to keep working, and to be yourself, because that's the only way. That's the only way. When I was working on this album, I asked Olamide that, how do I make sure I don't lose that same guy that did Laughter, Tears, and Goosebumps? How do I make sure that he was like, just stay true to yourself, and you won't lose your sound. So I think I held on to that, and it just really helped me, to be honest. I won't lie.
Speaking about Laughter, Tears, and Goosebumps, amazing body of work. You only put that out 2019? That was last year you put that out, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was last year, November.
And I still feel like right now people they're still taking in that album. Why so quick, to release another body of work in under 12 months? Why did you make that decision?
Oh, like I said, I'm all about making statements, and I've always been that unconventional guy. I don't like conventional stuff. I like breaking the rules. I feel like rules, it's important to follow rules, but there are some rules that just, when it comes to creativity, I don't think there should be rules.
There shouldn't be rules.
So Olamide is that kind of person too. My whole team, once somebody has a goal, the whole team follows up and you just make it happen. It just makes a statement. Who does that? Nobody does that. I like unprecedented stuff. I want to be that guy that they said, oh, this guy actually did what nobody else has done before. This guy dropped 2 albums in the space of 9 months, 2 years into his career as an artist.
You mentioned Olamide a few times. With such a mentor in your corner, big brother, someone to help and guide you, how does that affect you? Obviously, it has its pros and cons.
There's always that pressure. There's always expectations. But I don't really mentally let that get to me. The only pressure I allow to get to me is the one I put on myself. I don't really let pressure from outside get to me, or pressure from anybody. And Olamide himself, he just makes everything easier. As much as he's a mentor, as much as he's a guide, he doesn't do too much. He does not do too much. That's one thing we never do. He just does what needs to be done at the right time. Sometimes he just knows that he doesn't have to talk, he doesn't have to do anything. He just needs to be there. Sometimes his presence is enough, and he knows that. you know, so it doesn't do too much. It doesn't try to interfere in my sound. It lets me make some decisions that even myself, I get surprised that, oh wow, you're letting me do this. Okay, this is nice, you know. So yeah, it's that kind of person. It's so easy to work with. It respects people, no matter the age, no matter the status, and he's a very reasonable man, and he's a very brilliant businessman.
That's dope. I've got to ask, like, looking at the album, 17 tracks, you've only got 3 collaborations. That I think that was a brave move. You worked with Wande Cole, of course, Malamide and D Smoke. Was that a conscious decision, or was that like, well, you weren't going to work with anyone unless you were able to connect with someone? You know, 17 tracks and only 3 collabs. That, I mean, that's huge.
Yeah, that's the exact phrase you just mentioned there. I don't want to work with anybody I don't connect with. It doesn't make any sense. As much as there are talented people out there, sometimes the vibe is not just right. Sometimes the timing is not right too, you know. So every single collaboration I've done, the ones I put out, the ones I've not put out, every single one was deliberate and was intentional. And that's how I like to work. You know, the first album there was never going to be anybody on that album because it was just going to be me and my sound, introducing my sound to the whole world. This one, a few features, but very deliberate and intentional features. You know, One Day is my dad, is my idol. Everybody knows that. My fans knows my idol.
Your dad, the top.
I'm telling you, fam, that's my dad. You know, Olamide is my mentor. Then D Smoke is family. He's a rapper I respect so much. I'm not all about who's popping or who's not popping. As long as you're talented and my vibe connects with yours, and I listen to the music and I know that, this man will kill this song. You know, that's all I care about. I don't care about any other thing.
The videos that you've done lately have been huge, but the tattoo video, oh my days.
That
tattoo video was fire.
It was really steamy. I think I owe it all to the team. I owe it all to him. You know, I just made my intentions that, you know what, I want people's ideas of me to change. I want the way my fans see me to change. I don't want them to see me as that lover boy that, you know, from the first album and stuff. I just wanted people to understand that this guy is switching up. This guy is not the lover boy. This one is the bad boy. You know, and we notice the ladies, as much as ladies don't like to admit it, they actually love the bad boys. You know, they love the bad boys. They love everything that comes to bad boys.
You just said you want your fans to see you. When are you coming to London?
Exactly.
Well,
when are you coming?
Now COVID-19, they messed me up.
Don't worry about COVID-19. Don't worry about that.
London is home. London is home every time. You know, London is like the first stop for every artist. You know, once they want to go international, London is always the first stop. Normal. You know, and I've been to London like a couple of times. I've been to the UK a couple of times. It's been fun.
Debo will take care of the, you know, the kush and the stuff. I'll take care of the ladies.
I got that express kush for you. Man, so for the ladies on deck, you know.
And it's an arrival.
But I don't smoke though. I'm sorry.
Oh, when you come to London, you'll smoke.
You smoke.
But you're in Rome, you do as the Romans do.
Yo, I just want to congratulate you, man, for everything you've been doing in the industry. A lot of people consider you one of the kings of the new school. You know what I mean? So keep shining, keep representing the industry the right way. And yeah, more life. Like Mansour said, when you come London, you know it's on top. We got you, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you
Bless
so
up,
much.
man.